I'm Claudia Kay, and welcome back to my channel. So, guys, I was on the hunt all summer for vintage or vintage-inspired sheets for my bed. Because I toss and turn so much all night long, I literally wear holes through my sheets. Also, because of having fibromyalgia and being in constant pain, I really prefer to sleep on cotton. Before I was perimenopausal, I would sleep on cotton flannel, but it's too warm for me. So I prefer to sleep on the crispy, cool cotton sheets. And I just, they're harder to find. So once I got in here and I got settled in, I really, really had to have a new pair of sheets. So I found a pair of Betsey Johnson sheets, and I love Betsey Johnson, that were floral. And I'm like, well, it's not 100% what I was looking for, but they're Betsey Johnson, and I'll pretty much buy anything Betsey Johnson if I have a need for it. And they were floral, so they weren't going to not match. So I started searching all the places that carried these Betsey Johnson sheets, and I landed on Wayfair because I have a Wayfair credit card that didn't have anything on it at the moment. And as I started looking through, I found these. Look, well, they've got a paper in the back, so you can't see the floral. Look at the floral. Look at the floral, guys. Look at that. So I showed my mom, and I'm like, Mom, these look vintage, don't they? She's like, these look like sheets my mom had on her bed. So I ordered them. They came today, and I'm filming the video so you can see them before I wash them because I'm putting them on my bed tonight. But I take them out of the package, and my dad walks through them, and he goes, those look like sheets my mom had. So achieved the look I was going for. Aren't they great? The only thing that would have made them better is if they had a tiny bit of blue in them, because I only have the tiniest bit of yellow in my bedroom. It's mostly pinks, greens, and blues. But I'm in love. So I did look these up. They were like $2 cheaper for the size full on Amazon. They're Melange Home, if you were also trying to get this look. But I know Amazon had them. I did look them up on Amazon, but I had the credit card with a zero balance at Wayfair. So that is why I ended up getting them through Wayfair. I'm thrilled. I cannot wait to wash these and sleep on them tonight. Super excited about that. So my next step in my bedroom makeover is I'm still on the hunt for because I have, remember my bed, I don't know if you remember, but I've said before, my bedroom was in jewel tones, and I had spent the last year gathering mostly 1950s pieces of decor. Like I have my grandmother, two of my grandmother's lamps in there from that era. The dressers that I found at a thrift store a few years ago are that era. The bed frame's not, but it doesn't not match. So unless I find the bed frame that goes with the dressers, I'm going to keep that bed. But the bedspread that I'm currently using is like an emeraldy green. Well, it's a little bit darker than emerald green, but it's a green. It's beautiful. It doesn't not go with the room, but the rest of the greens that are in the room are much lighter green. So while it coordinates, it doesn't match. So I'm still on the hunt for a more vintage bedspread. I have looked at eBay. I'd really rather buy one from one of my friends that resells, but yeah. So bedspread's going to be the next thing to change out. I still have to hang a few pieces of art, and then I want to do a project with my mom's help because I'm not that good at sewing, that takes some of my grandmother's, I don't even know how to describe them. Well, once I find them, because they're still packed away, I'll show you guys what my plan is for those to cover up, because there's a false wall made of bookcases between my bedroom and my kitchenette. And I want to cover that up, make that pretty. So once I have that done, then I can take you on a tour of my bedroom. Super excited about that. It's all coming together. So happy about the sheets. Now, if you missed my Wednesday sale last week, I have to show you the other thing that I bought at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Look at this. Super excited about this. So I am going to have my dad cut this off, right, because it's a whole stab in the ground sign. Cut it off right here because I just want the cat part. And then first week of October, when I switch this from fall to Halloween, this little guy will go back there behind me. I'm so excited about this. I went through everything else Dollar Tree had looking for this image. It was on nothing. This was the only thing. And then I immediately regretted not buying 2 of them when I left the store. So I did get that, in case you didn't see it last Wednesday. So here's where I'm at with the unpacking, moving in. I've only gotten a tiny bit more done. I really had hoped that my stress levels going down by being safe here in my parents' home would mean that my pain was less. But at the same time, I had 2 supplements in my big supplement basket. And I was like, why did I stop taking these? And the first week I took the one, and the second week I took the other. And I remembered why I stopped taking them. They caused more pain. So I have been in an unbelievable amount of pain the last couple weeks. And the only thing I've pretty much been able to do is do my sales, do my live sales, pack and invoice my stuff, and get that done. And the rest of my energy has been taken up by extreme pain and exhaustion. So I stopped taking those. They're out of my system now. I did feel a little better on Saturday. I was able to go out and do a tiny bit of sourcing and run to the post office and get cat food. I think I bought cat food, but that was all I was able to do. So now that those, and it was the GABA in both, they were herbal supplements for fibromyalgia or fibromyalgia related. But I forgot that when I took gabapentin for fibromyalgia, it made my pain worse. So even the natural GABA or GABA makes me worse. So I'm making a note of that. I've told my mom, and hopefully any supplements I try in the future, I will remember that I cannot take them if they have that in it. I can show you guys the stuff that I picked up that didn't sell in today's earlier sale, but I got, and this will be up for sale on Wednesday. Look at this. Isn't this just the sweetest? It's just a tiny little candle holder. It's made in Germany, but I really like this shiny green finish they have on this. The flowers are super pretty. So I picked that up. That'll be in my sale on Wednesday. Picked this up. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. No chips, no cracks in that. Can you believe that? A lot of times this sawtooth has cracks. This has 4 seams. So usually that means it was a better brand, but I could not figure out the brand. I found a bowl like this that didn't have handles that said Lenox Imperial Glass in it, but this one does not say, so I don't know, but super, super pretty little pink bowl. Westmoreland glass plate. And the Ring of Fire, you can't see it, but oh, it's good. Oh, there. So you can see some of it where the glass is almost transparent. So pretty. So a little Westmoreland glass plate. I got a couple of things that I already sold. Oh, and I got this very cool deck of cards holder. But it's all the way across the room. I forgot about that. I'm on the fence about keeping it for myself because it's pretty cool. Oh, and the other thing I got was Fairly. So if you want, sorry, if you want prices on any of those, besides this, because that will be up for sale on Wednesday, you can email me and let me know that you're interested in something. Just lost what I was going to say. So I haven't contacted anybody else about doing sales on their channels yet. I need to follow up with some people. But I was just so tired and in so much pain last couple weeks. I didn't do that. I didn't get that done yet. So I'm still just at this point doing Monday's Glass with Class and then Wednesday's Coffee and Chat sale. But I plan to set up my eBay and figure that out. I've started an accountability group with a couple of other resellers. And so we're going to set weekly goals and then meet and report back on if we met our goals or not. So my goal this week is to at least get the seller eBay account set up. I don't have to list anything yet, but I've got to get it set up. So that is my goal this week. So I'm working on that. How did the garage, that's what I was going to talk about. How did the garage sale go? So you may have seen me talk about my coffee chat, but if you missed it, the garage sale went pretty well. That was the other reason I was exhausted. But I sold everything that I put out was $1. And it ended up being 4 households worth. It was stuff for me. It was stuff for my extended family member that has the deceased family member that was a hoarder. It was stuff from my niece and stuff from my mom. Hardly anything from my mom, but she did throw some things out there. So normally in the past when we've done a garage sale, everything has been perfectly clean. Everything has been clearly marked. It has all been organized. So one table would have books, one table would have glassware, one table would have clothes. But I knew I did not have the time or energy to clean the stuff that came out of the hoarder house. They were going to donate it all anyway. So what I did was I set everything out on tables in no order the first day because there just wasn't room. There were, I don't know, like 6 boxes that I didn't even get to open the first day because there was no room to put them out. And I just put signs up everywhere that everything was $1. And then I wasn't going to worry about things not being super clean. And so first day sold 70 items. And some of the things, like there was a box of sheets and towels and washcloths, and I just gave her a group price for it. So I actually sold more than 70 items the first day because I just bundled some of that stuff together to get it out of here. And then the second day, I sold, well, altogether I made $166. So whatever, 70 minus 160, is that 96? But second day also, like I was selling my pink dish set. And so I sold the whole set, which had like 3 or 4 big plates, 3 or 4 small plates and bowls for $3. So I sold more items than 166 all total, but that was how much money I made off of it. Second day, I did get to, my niece came and ran it with me the second day because it was Saturday, and I did get to organize a little bit better and like get all of the decorative and glasses, anything that was glass together, books on one. What I would have liked to have done the first day, but just hauling it all out of the garage wore me out. So Dad was nice enough to set me up a canopy, and they did help me set the tables up, which we did not take down overnight. We left them out and just covered them with tarps. And so garage sale is done. And then Dad and I hauled everything away on Tuesday to a charity thrift store called Addie's that we have here in our town. They are church run, completely by donations. So everything that they sell is donated, and everything that they're selling, you just give them a donation for. the nice thing that they do is that if you have a need, say your house burned down and you've got nothing and you're starting all over, you can apply to the church and then they will allow you to come in and shop and just take what you need. So I love supporting them. And then every bit of money that gets donated for the items that they're selling gets put back into the program. And so they have helped, I know specifically they've helped sometimes buy a bus ticket for a woman that just needed to go back home, that didn't live around here. She'd ended up here and she needed to go back home. They purchased her bus ticket. They've put people up in a hotel or a motel for a couple of nights when when the need was there. And so I really like supporting their charity. If I have some extra money, sometimes I pop in there, and I'll buy one thing and give them $20 to support the ministry. So we did 2 van loads, and all of that is out of here. Now, I am guessing that by the end of the week, once I've gone through everything that is sitting around here, I will probably have another whole box full of stuff to donate. And I currently have a trunk full of sheets to donate to the Humane Society because they were the sheets I was using for my massage practice, and they smell of oil slightly, so you can't really donate them for someone to buy and put on their kid's bed, but they're nice flannel sheets that came from Kohl's, and so they just wear out over time when you're massaging with them. So I'm going to donate those to the Humane Society, especially with winter coming on. They will appreciate that. I have some blankets to donate to them too. So that is all of that stuff. And I'm just I still got more art to hang in here. And then just deciding just the random stuff that came out of the apartment the last couple of days, And it's not even inventory. My inventory is all over there nicely in banker's boxes. And I'm trying to work my way through it. But it's just stuff. It's just stuff. So that's what I have to work on this week. But I am glad I'm feeling better. The weather is going to break after Wednesday. Wednesday's supposed to be 87, which Ohio, mid-September, 87, that's crazy. But then it's going to be in the 60s and 70s, which for me is the perfect weather because I am a hot, fat, middle-aged lady with hot flashes. It's just reality. It's what it is, people. So I'm going to continue working through this, and we've got end of summer stuff going on. So this week is the county fair. At the end of the week on Saturday, I'm hoping to make it to Barberton to visit my daughter and go to the Mum Festival because they have a big Mum Festival in the little town she's living in. So those are my plans. That is what I have got going on. I will, at the end of this, put a little video giving you a close-up of this shelf, just this shelf right here, right there. All of that stuff is for sale. I just made a little pretty fall display behind me, which will come down for October when I do a Halloween display, but everything right there is all for sale, except for this, because that's that piece with the big crack in it. I love that, but yeah. Oh, and I got a question about this. Somebody's like, what is that? These are acrylic markers that I bought for a project. I've not used any of them yet, but the stand that they're in, my dad made me. And at one point in time, when I first got into essential oils, the company that I was buying from, this was the size that their essential oil bottles were, very little. So he made me this. It's just gorgeous. And I don't buy that size of essential oils anymore, but I found another use for it with all of my acrylic markers. So that's what that is. Handmade by my dad. It is beautiful. He varnished it and all. And my essential oils, I don't know if I could get one out here, probably not, but are actually in all of the drawers on this side of the desk. Oh yeah, I can get these out. Now he did not varnish these because they were going to be inside a drawer, but there are two of these big ones in each drawer, and then one of these smaller ones for sample sizes. So there's my sample sizes of essential oils. And they are alphabetized so that I can easily lay my hands on the essential oil I need at that point in time. And just because I gave up my massage practice does not mean I gave up my essential oils. I love them. And if you notice, that was a whole bunch of different companies, but I only buy from companies where they will provide proof that they have tested the essential oil and it's got nothing added in it, that it is just pure. So I'm kind of picky about the companies that I buy from, but I do buy from several different companies. So that is everything I had to say today. So I will add this on at the end, but remember, be kind. It doesn't cost you anything. It may mean everything to someone else. Thanks for hanging around and watching my life update. I'll see you guys later. So here's a pan of the shelf that is normally behind me. Everything in this display is currently for sale, except for this, because that has a huge crack in it. But it's so pretty. It's got all the fall vibes. So if you see something that you think, oh man, that would look perfect in my fall display, then let me know and I will let you know a price. Meanwhile, I'm enjoying all of it sitting there behind me.